Artyce Dozier is an 18-year veteran, owner of Hair Meets Art Salon, and the owner of the Art of Hair Agency. She's an educator at Paul Mitchell Tyson's and an educator for Brazilian Blowout and Leaf and Flower. Welcome back to the Hairdresser Strong Show. I am back again with Artyce, and I am excited to have a conversation where we hear about her perspective and insight on rising stylists as an educator at Paul Mitchell School. How are you doing today, Artyce?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm so good, thank you. For people who didn't hear your last episode, would you give us like a super high level of your path and all the stuff that you're doing today? Just a little quick update or recap.
Just a quick update. I took cosmetology school in high school, and there, once I graduated, I worked for corporate salons for about 10 years. I finally found the strength to venture out on my own. Got busy there. Went on ahead and opened my career to more pageantry and TV and television work. And trying to find balance, I found a way to create the agency where I can offer that opportunity to other hairstylists and makeup artists so we all can share in this global beauty industry. And now I'm here speaking to you.
Awesome. And if you're listening or watching this episode and you didn't see the previous episode, it's a great episode. You hear all about how once she went out on her own and started a pageantry, other opportunities to educate also kind of came into her lap to create this very dynamic career path of traveling, doing hair behind the chair, teaching, etc. And also the agency, booking other stylists and artists for work. Definitely go and check that out. Okay, so a question that comes up a lot from salon owners and hiring managers, including myself, because we are hiring. What I hear a lot is that talking to up and coming stylists is we don't really know what to make of it. We get ghosted a lot. We do an interview, never hear back from them, and when we say, hey, would you like to come in for a second interview, or we're having a conversation, or they apply for the job but then never respond, so there's ghosting is an issue. Also, like, how do we appeal to these rising stylists? What are they looking for? Is a training, how do we communicate with these stylists? I guess we could start off by telling us a little bit about what these future professionals or rising stylists, these students of yours, are. How do they? When they talk about working at a salon, what are they saying?
Most of them, to be honest, are excited to work for themselves. And if they do work for a salon, they want to work for a concept salon that caters to fantasy color or extensions or certain areas of the beauty industry. They don't want to go to, I haven't heard a lot of them say they want to go to an overall beauty salon. It wants to be like concept, catered to what they specialize or what they want to specialize in. Or a lot of them want to do entrepreneurship and work for themselves.
Okay, so about this concept salon thing, and also specializing. Are you hearing like what percentage would you say plan on or want to specialize?
I am hearing, honestly, it's a big number. At least 70% want to specialize in one area of hair or beauty.
Oh wow! Okay. That's a big piece of information. How about what percentage of them want to just do their own thing on their own and not work for somebody else?
I would say at least 50% want to work on their own.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. And then those 50% who want to work for somebody else, or at least start off working for somebody else, what is their opinion about have they talked to you at all about salons or interviews or their opinions about the salons that they're seeing out there?
Yes, I've talked to a couple of them about some interviews they went on, and I'm trying to find the correct word to say it, because you probably come from the same school as me, where you just go work hard and build what you had to do. You were assistant, you were a stylist, you did all that. So we're not in those times now. People are very concerned about work family balance or work life balance. They want a calming atmosphere. They don't want aggression. So when I see people, I've had a student who worked for a lady, and the lady was busy and she got a little fussy at the student while she was assisting her. And that was enough to say no. Like, I'm done. And I'm like, girl, that happened to me. I can't even count on my hands. And I had to keep going. So they want someone that's sensitive, a little more sensitive to like their feelings, and more like mentorship instead of just leadership. I see a lot of people want more mentorship at the salon to help them grow, instead of like a boss or a owner just telling them do.
Interesting. Okay. That's very interesting. So so some like check in with them, help them establish goals, regular meetings, regular education. And I wonder if they get all that, but during the day and they're working at a salon, like I know the salon that we're at, we don't have time for you to do just one thing at a time. Like, you kind of gotta be able to have somebody say, I need you to apply this gloss for 5 minutes, and then I'll check it, and then wash that client when the timer goes off. One shampoo, and I'll check it before. So I just gave that person, while they're shampooing, I've just gave them 2 different instructions for people while they're doing a shampoo. And do you think that type of environment is the type of environment that you're talking about, or you're saying that it's more about the attitude that they're getting?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think they want more of a better attitude, and they want more of a focus on one thing. I really think your platform is a great platform for veteran hairstylists to be honest, to come over here and tell our future hairstylists the truth. That I didn't know what I wanted to specialize in until I tried everything, and I worked with everybody, and I tried every hair texture, and I learned everything. I think they're seeing us now. They're seeing like, oh, I just want to have what you have now, instead of seeing I was an assistant, I didn't have health insurance, I was saving my tips. I think we need to share that hard part with them, because they want what we are experiencing now. And you probably did a shampoo, a color, took somebody highlights out, got a bottle of water, all within 10 minutes. And I think they don't think that we did that. I think that it's like a gap, a missing of the gap. They just see us successful now talking about our story, but we haven't shared those little details that made us successful.
I totally agree. I mean, I think that we should probably make plans to have have you on again, and we should have that whole conversation as well. So there's but that is a good insight for any sort of hiring manager or salon owner, or someone looking to hire an assistant, even if you're some employees in salons will hire their own assistant.
Right.
So anybody looking to hire somebody who's younger, I think this is good information. Okay, so let's see what else. So we got, they want to specialize. They want to. It sounds like the pace of the environment might need to be considered. I don't know. Do you think pace has anything to do with being turned off or on to a salon?
Yes, I've seen with some of my students in any genre, the pace, because I'm used to going fast. Come from a day where the more you do, the better. In and out, we don't have all day. They're okay with doing 1 or 2 clients a day, and that's okay as well. But in order to get to that place where you can do 1 or 2 clients a day and charge what you want to charge, you need to know how to do 5. Like, you just don't get to 2. You have to do 5 or 6, sometimes 8 or 9, and then you'll be like, okay, so if I maximize this and I, harness it on this skill, then I can get to 2. But the pace is overwhelming for them too. I don't know if it's maybe an after COVID thing that we had time to quiet down and soul search, and now everyone's just like, oh, I don't want to rush. I don't want to feel rushed. But pace is a big thing. They don't like to rush. They definitely don't want to rush. It's like a haircut. Oh, I'll take an hour. I'm like, an hour, girl. We can get 2 or 3. We can get stuff going. Apply a color, a haircut. It's too fast paced for them. So I think we, as veteran stylists, like you said, we need to show a medium somewhere. I don't know how we do that though.
Yeah, I also wonder because like if you're coming up and you're younger and you're experiencing the industry before you're even in it by way of social media, and you're seeing people's accomplishments more than you're seeing the work it takes to get the accomplishment. You're seeing the glory and not the grind. You might see little pieces of the grind, but it's not what's primarily out there. So it might, I can see how someone coming up, seeing the industry through a specific lens, they have a lot of information to come up with their own opinion about what it would be like to be a hairdresser before they've even set foot in a salon or really communicated with that many other hairdressers. So I could totally see how, like, even without the COVID slowdown stuff, which I do think there is something there. I think you're 100% right. Like, the COVID has really opened up everybody's eyes. I think, well, a lot of people's eyes. Mine open up my eyes to just how hard I was working before. And I don't want to work the same way. I think I'm still going to work as many hours. I'm just going to use them differently. But but at the same time, like, I also think that there's something of a little bit of a, impact that people have by their perspective. And then once you get out into the world and you're working, and you realize that 1 or 2 clients a day aren't going to pay you the money you need to have the life that you want. So I guess it'll be interesting to see what the percentage of students coming out of schools over the last couple years is that are still in the industry in another year or two, if they're not able to make it on their own or barely even get by or paying rent at a studio for a couple clients a day might not be
doesn't add up.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think this is a great little insight. Is there any last bit of information that you think is important for somebody that's interested in communicating with or hiring one of these rising stylists that we can have some more experience, greater success?
I would just recommend just be honest. If you do have a high paced salon, speak that so they're not overwhelmed. If you do have a salon where you just specialize in fantasy color or extensions, tell them, here, this is our image, this is our brand. So it gives them a free choice. But also, I'm just hearing a lot about they're just overwhelmed in the work environment. And I try to explain that when you're busy, you're not trying to be mean, you're just on autopilot. I can do this in my sleep by now. No, I don't want you to tell me how they taught you how to do it on YouTube. Do it like this and let's go, because I need to move on to the next assignment. So I guess we have to kind of slow our brakes a little bit and listen to them. And then we're trying to hire them as owners and things, but maybe we should be trying to have them hire us. Maybe we need to flip the script back on them. What are you looking for? What are you comfortable with? What can you offer? Instead of us always trying to give. And we're giving so much, but then it's overwhelming from the lot that we do give.
I'm going to try that on my next round of interviews. Thank you very much. I like that. All right, cool. Well, thank you so much for coming on again and chatting with us a little about, give us some insight into rising stylists, future professionals from your point of view. I think it's very valuable. And again, like I said, if you're listening or watching, please go back and watch her first interview with Artyce, because it's a very good one, and I think it's good for all levels of hairdressers, especially for those of you who are listening who want to make some sort of change or do more than one thing in the industry. I think it's super, super valuable. So thank you so much, Artyce.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I look forward to having you on again, and I will talk to you next time.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.